Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you happen to be. This is John, and I'll be presenting Unit 1. So let's get started. Like a lot of American kids, when I was probably 6 years old, I tried to dig a hole to China. I know I'm not the only kid who tried this, so in general you can probably conclude that American kids are A, ambitious, and B, not particularly good at geography, at least when they're 6 years old. Needless to say, I was not successful. Why? Besides having the attention span of a gnat, I just couldn't dig a hole fast enough. So the question I'd like to pose today is, how could you dig a hole faster? I'll submit there's 3 ways I could have gone faster. 1. Dig faster. Instead of, say, removing 1 shovelful of dirt every 2 seconds, maybe with a lot of effort I could have removed 1 shovelful every second. This certainly would help. But I think we can all agree that there's a limit to this speeding up. It's not likely I could go 10 times as fast no matter how hard I work. My shovel would probably explode. 2. Buy a more productive shovel. Let's say a shovel with 2 or even 3 blades instead of 1. An interesting approach. Perhaps a better shovel would make me more productive. But again, I think we can agree there's diminishing returns in making shovels better. It's not likely I could use a 10 or 20 bladed shovel. And number 3, hire more diggers. I have a younger sister and a brother. Perhaps I could have persuaded them to help me dig faster. This is probably the approach that would have been most productive overall toward my hole digging project. Of course, adding more diggers comes with its own problems. How do I manage them? Will they get in each other's way? Will more diggers help me dig my hole deeper instead of just wider? Well, as you probably figured out, I'm not just talking about digging holes. Each of these 3 methods for digging holes faster has a parallel in terms of building a faster processor. When I talk about digging faster, I'm actually talking about asking our processor to run with a faster clock, to spend a shorter amount of time on each step of a computation. However, in a modern processor, turning up clock speed also increases power consumption, and we're at the limit as far as power consumption on a chip. When I talk about buying a more productive shovel, I'm actually talking about asking our processor to do more work on each step, on each clock cycle. But like the super shovel, a single processor has also reached diminishing returns on how much work it can do per cycle. To be a little more technical, the most advanced CPUs are at a limit as far as how much instruction-level parallelism they can extract per clock cycle. And when I talk about hire more diggers, I'm referring to parallel computing in the way that we hope to teach you in this class. Instead of having 1 fast digger with an awesome shovel, we're going to have many diggers with many shovels. Instead of having 1 or just a few very powerful processors, we're going to have many, many weaker, less powerful processors.